This was something you don't mention. I call it the N-word. You have two N-words. You don't mention either one of them. The nuclear word you don't mention because the power is so destructive.
Yeah, you heard that right. That was Donald Trump telling Tucker Carlson that there are two N-words in his world, and the one he doesn't say is nuclear. But that would mean that the other one... Yikes. Donald Trump's first interview since his historic arrest was truly something to behold. A real portrait of a guy who's determined to remain defensive and defiant until the end. And Trump had a captive audience, because Fox News ghoul Tucker Carlson basically let the former president talk about whatever he wanted, including that N-word.
Our big problem is nuclear warming, and nobody even talks about it. The environmentalists talk about all this nonsense in many cases. Look, I'm a environmentalist also, I guess, in my own way, because I've done a good job with the environment, but nobody talks about nuclear. The problem we have, the biggest problem we have in the whole world, it's not global warming, it's nuclear warming. And all it takes is one madman, and you're going to have a problem the likes of which the world has never seen. And it's only a matter of seconds.
Now, if you haven't picked it up from his subtle hints, Donald Trump's latest obsession is nuclear war. And that should scare you a lot. But let's roll back the clip for a second, because I want you to admire the confusion on Tucker Carlson's face as he tries desperately to understand what's going on in Trump's head.
And all it takes is one madman.
But Trump being Trump, he got bored talking about nuclear war after about 5 minutes. And that's when the former president changed his mind. Nuclear war wasn't actually the biggest threat to the world. No, that was Democrats.
Who's the biggest problem, sir? Is it China? Could it be Russia? Could it be North Korea? No, I said the biggest problem is from within. It's these sick, radical people from within, because we can handle, if we're smart, we can handle Russia, China. I did.
Now, to be fair, this is nothing new for Trump. He's been fantasizing about ridding America of leftists since before he became president. What's incredible is how normalized this language has become. And for most of the mainstream media, they haven't said a word about some of the extreme language Trump used on Fox. In just the past year, Donald Trump has waxed poetic about jailing his political opponents, stripping voting rights from Democrats, briefly flirted with an actual civil war, and claimed Democrats who are trying to jail him as part of a 2024 election conspiracy. The media treats these outbursts as jokes, something to be dismissed and laughed at. They aren't. Not only does Trump have a real chance of winning his party's presidential nomination, he has a real chance at walking back into the White House in 2025. And believe me, Trump intends to act on his authoritarian dreams this time. And Tucker Carlson couldn't wait to make a meal out of licking Trump's boots. Here's Tuck offering his nightly testament to the former president's greatness.
We spent more than an hour with Donald Trump today, and we were struck throughout the course of the conversation how his grasp of foreign policy, this man who was supposedly stupid, his understanding of world affairs is so much more nuanced and sophisticated and pro-American than the moronic neocons currently in charge. It was remarkable. Let's send all our ammo to Ukraine. Zelensky's like Churchill. Okay.
Now, there is one person who might be shocked at Tucker Carlson's groveling praise of Donald Trump. And that's Tucker himself, because in text messages released as part of Dominion Voting System's defamation lawsuit against Fox, we get a rare chance to see what Tucker really thinks when the cameras are off. Carlson texts another Fox employee, quote, "I hate him passionately, and he longs for the coming day when Fox will safely be able to ignore Trump entirely." How's that working out?
How his grasp of foreign policy, this man who was supposedly stupid.
The irony here is that since Trump only watches Fox News, it's possible he didn't even know about Tucker's Mean Girl texts, because you can be sure Fox News isn't covering that story. Thanks to their defamation lawsuit, Americans finally have a real look into just how corrupt Fox News really is. That makes Tucker Carlson's indefensible Trump interview even worse. No matter what they say, Fox News is still eager to serve as the propaganda megaphone for Trump's latest try at fascism. Stick with Rebel HQ as we call out all of their dangerous lies along the way. Hey guys, as always, thanks so much for watching. I try to read every comment, so let me know what you thought down below. And if you want to get really fired up, check out this video about some amazing MAGA morons.
This man who was supposedly stupid.